I never thought I'd make a part two to this, but apparently a lot more has come out for our boy the quartering. Because, again, I said he's a business oriented person, which is why it is so weird that he'd get himself in this controversy. And it turns out that he's facing a lawsuit. Like, and because of that, like, a lot of other things have come out. Like, it's just, how do I preface this? He's facing this lawsuit, and I don't know if that's contributing to his drinking problem, but here's why I have a problem with the quartering, because he's doing the exact same things he's criticized others for doing in the past. Like, okay, the striking down channels. Like, he criticized people, a person for doing that. Now he himself is doing it. It's like, you know, he criticized someone who was a cuck for being a cuck, but he's also a swinger with his wife, allegedly. I understand I have to say allegedly because quartering, I guess, is being the villain. He's playing the supervillain now. He's like, yes, everything they're coming after me for, I'm doing because I'm the enemy now. I'm like, my brother in Christ, this isn't very business oriented of you. Like, my opinion was he could have just did what he always, like, went back to unboxings and maybe sobered the fuck up, and that would definitely have helped his situation. Look, it's fine to be hypocritical. Like, people will do this thing where they see their flaws in other people and they just hate it. Like, it's fine to be hypocritical, but your entire channel was built around attacking people for doing the very things you're doing right now. And it just doesn't make any sense to me. And I don't know what the content of the lawsuit is. Maybe it's against the people of the Kino Casino, or maybe it's against just something completely out of the ballroom of my knowledge. But I remember even Candace Owens, who had something to say about it. It's like, Candace Owens, people were like, oh, it's an African American lady who's a right winger. And immediately I called sus. I mean, I'm not saying African Americans can't be conservative. Like, if you own a business, if you have a family, if you have property, you're just going to be conservative because it's in your interest. Unless you're the people of Black Lives Matter, who, again, very pragmatic individuals. They managed to suck money from people who genuinely believed they were donating to a good cause, only to be funding people's mansions and the people around them, and them now filing for bankruptcy. They clearly didn't do a very good job or really anything with that money. But I noticed whenever the Southern Poverty Law Center was called out for literally funding, like the Aryan Brotherhood and all that, like the same people they were fighting against by demanding censorship. And right when that shit happened, Candace Owens and Nick Fuentes both went to Italy. Just both of them went to a specific place on the planet at the same time, around the same time. And I wouldn't be surprised if other people went with them. That's very fascinating. But, and that's neither here nor there. Is all that the quartering, I guess, converted to Christianity? Like, didn't he get baptized on stream? Like, and here's my opinion on that. I don't trust anyone past 2026, the beginning of 2025. Like, any content creator that all of a sudden converts to Christianity after 2025, I'm calling cap. Like, they're capping. I just don't believe, because I'm looking at these individuals, right? And they don't ever seem to practice what they preach at all. Like, they're not Christians for themselves. They're Christians for you, right? To morally beat you over the head with the stick. So it's the same thing where a lot of people came out as trans in the past 3 years. Just, I get, or like gay before that. It's like people, there are specific types of people that will chase, fundamental moral panics just to use them as a reason. Like, there are people that cannot exist unless they're beating you over the head with morality. Like, they know nothing else. And they're like, they can't create anything. Like, their entire world is finding a group, being part of a group, and then amassing and making those groups go after people. Like, this is what a lot of like Christian fucking Discord channels do, that latch onto these content creators, and then they share AI Jesus memes to each other. And I guess the quartering kind of fell to this now. Even Bearing is getting into controversies now. Like, Bearing, I talked about the whole situation with him sharing DMs. And again, that we live in the age of association. Like, if you associate with someone that did something bad, like, you're now bad, and you need to condemn what they did. And again, if this is the playing field we want to operate in, I mean, that's fine, but you'll just get a lot of liars, because apparently the quartering in personally with Daring was like, okay, we're not friends anymore. But then he said, the streams of my friends have been removed, and all have been deleted. YouTube has deleted them. And people did a little digging and realized, okay, so did YouTube reach across the internet and delete your videos from like BitChute or like Rumble, like your streams? Like, people realize a lot of your streams with Bearing and Sargon and the other YouTubers, they're just gone. Like, and then when all that came to light, he was like, I guess it was a fluke. I was trying to do an experiment to see if your channel does better if you delete your streams, like without your streams. I guess I need to consult back to my editor because he deleted videos. Oh, I'll bring him back up. I'll bring him back. And it's like, well, what did you find out? What did you find out, quartering man? Like, did it work? Are you gaining more people? Like, again, I'm always going back to the Boogie situation, where eventually he was like, I laid traps for these Redditors, and they fell for it. I didn't experiment. It must have been my editor's fault. Again, if you're going to be a deflecting little bitch, the quartering, like, how do I say this? people who are incompetent with lying pisses me off more than just liars and manipulators. Like, if you're a liar or manipulator and you're just incompetent and it comes back on you, that makes me objectively more mad than if you succeed. Like, say what you want about Anita Sarkeesian, she succeeded. I can't be mad at that. You know, I gotta respect it. But with the quartering, like, come on, man. Like, it's clear what you did. Like, I can't read his mind, but I do believe he's trying to erase any mention or any content with him, Dank and Bearing, Count Dankula and Bearing, because of the whole situation he's in. But allegedly, you know, I don't have proof. It's just weird that this all happened. There's like this chain of events that's happening, and it all started with Kino Casino going down, and that's the spark that lit everything that's happening through the quartering. And I said this before, right? You know, if you're a big content creator, eventually you're going to get into controversy. It's inevitable. So there's two things you can do, right? You know, you can do the Dr. Disrespect thing and just shut the fuck up and let it blow over. Just sit in your corner, make money, and then people stop caring. The fact that you were, I think he was talking like a 17-year-old, and this is 17-year-old in this age, which is still but a child and a minor, and not, you know, a 17-year-old when I was growing up, which, okay, now's about the time you got inducted in the internet and try to figure shit out. You know, you weren't an adult, but people still treated you like one, even though you're not one. It's like you're 17, like you should be working a fucking job. You should have a car and a job, a part-time job at this point. But now we have to go to university, and you gotta pay for them, and they're now 25 and still but a child. So he got in that situation, and again, no one cares. People tried to go after him, but you know, he sat and shut the fuck up. This is what the quartering needs to do. Like, the quartering, my guy, hire me as your PR guy. I can tell you what to do, and it's simple, right? Just shut the fuck up. Like, if you gotta get drunk and go on your rant, just don't stream it. Don't interact with people. Just fucking punch a drywall and get over it and unbox cards. You know, live your degenerate life because you're a millionaire and millionaires are degenerates. Right? And quit releasing shit, short content. Like, I get it. You're really trying to chase the YouTube trend, and it's kind of digging you into a big hole. Like, be creative with your reels, because you're clearly trying to play the game. It's just when you try to do it the first time, okay, you lost people, but you maintained it, and now you're in drama, and now you're losing even more people, and now you're apparently being the enemy. Like, don't do that. And I guess he was drunk when he was talking to Bearing and said that shit. Because, I mean, what people do when you're, like, all your inhibitions are gone, you know, you can't censor yourself and you just speak out your ass, and then the next day you regret it. Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably the situation he was in when talking to Bearing. You're right. And again, Bearing is like, bro, just watch the video. Like, my guy, please just watch the video. He's like, no, I don't want to. No, you can't make me. So, my guy, please just chill. And I don't. Again, he says like I said, he said he has employees, but he's also saying he's struggling. But he still has employees. Like, just maintain what you have now and just let it blow over. Like, you don't need to do this. Like, you're a millionaire. And if you keep doing this, it won't be for long. Again, if you flag people's channels on YouTube, you're done. Like, there are people who will make it their entire YouTube career just to shit on you. Like, you're creating YouTube careers just shitting on you. Like what happened with fucking Chris Chan or Boogie2988 and others. Like, entire YouTube careers have sprouted just shitting on them, farming them for drama, and now it's had like fucking Thor, which, by the way, I mean, I defended him in the World of Warcraft situation. And I did that, and people were like, all talking shit about me, right? Oh, you don't understand. You know, he's a narcissistic twat. And I was like, okay, but he's clearly good at the game. You know, this is how I'd run a guild. Like, if you're good at the game, I don't care. You can be a twat. If you're bad at the game, I do care. You know, and those slimy fucking retarded weasels then went on to fucking Tyler 1 to get to bail on him, or not really bail on him, they were fighting, I think it was Ministera, and that they hopped back and just had him, they didn't take the damage and had his fucking character die on Tyler 1, and then they farmed him for drama. So in that particular World of Warcraft situation, I was correct to defend Thor, and I'm correct, and I'm vindicated because they did that same bullshit to fucking Tyler 1. So I chose the good route, right? I chose the right decision. Now again, I guess Pirate Software's in this whole nother situation. Other situations, like, okay, fine, I guess his moderators rebelled. But, moral of the story, if drama comes your way, just shut the fuck up. You know, weather the storm. You don't have to defend yourself. You don't have to jump at it in every fucking angle just to defend yourself. Just shut the hell up. Keep your head down. Like, you want to maintain your job at YouTube and make money. If you didn't, you wouldn't be fucking doing this. And this is how you need to act. Like, this is how I would act. This is how people acted in the past, and it all blew over. Like, you know, moral panics have a cooldown, and so does drama. Like, there's a cooldown time. Like, people can't be outraged forever. You know, apparently it'll all just blow over. And rectify shit with Bearing and Dank, because you had legitimately good friends to back you up, and you're just shitting on them. Like, you had people that rallied to defend you quartering, and you're now just shitting on all of that for no reason other than you're hitting the bottle. Which is fine to hit the bottle, but, like, don't interact. Like, do it in moderation and just don't interact. Like, maybe something else is going on, but just chill the fuck out. But anyway, wasn't Candace Owens in a fucking lawsuit too? God, like, what? Okay. Anyway, that's not this fucking video. Y'all have fun. Peace out.